Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Christina Marie, and I am bringing you another book review because I'm on a roll. You may have already seen my book review in the same attire, in the same sitting situation of The Duff by Cody Keplinger. I will link that down below if you haven't. I am here to talk about a book that was given to me a long time ago. Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me that it took me this long to get to it. It is Gifted by Liz Long. It is the first book in the Donovan Circus series, and I have finally read it. Liz, do you hear that? It's done. I read it. It's finished, and I'm here to talk about it. This book is really heavy, so I'm probably not going to hold it up the entire time. Gifted is a paranormal novel. It is centered around this girl named Lucy, who is a fire starter. And this is a skill that's been passed down to her from her father. Her father and mother are deceased, and she decides to go and join the circus that she once was a part of with her family when she was younger, but things happened and she was no longer part of it. Her dad had the family removed from that lifestyle for whatever reason. This is a non-spoiler review, by the way. And so once her parents have passed, she decides that she wants to go back to the circus, and she then unlocks a whole world that she wasn't quite ready for, wasn't quite as informed about as she thought. And there's this whole mystery that starts to unravel because someone comes up dead, and the mystery needs to be solved, and yada yada yada. It's really a paranormal mystery. And so let's talk about what I thought. First of all, this world is amazing. It's huge, it's fantastic. There's all kinds of paranormal creatures. There's earth shakers, there's fire starters, what else? Chameleons, transporters, all those kinds of things. And it's just so much to keep up with, but that's what I love about Liz, because I've read a couple of her books before. That's what I really love about her. Her worlds are so big, and there's so much you can do with them. There's a lot that you can do within this world, and that's why I had so much fun, and that's why it took my time with this book. It took me 2-3 weeks to read this, and look how small it is. It's not even 300 pages, but it took me so long to read it because her worlds are so big. Liz pays so much attention to detail, which I really like. I have started placing my books into 3 different categories: world-driven, character-driven, or world and character-driven. And this is definitely more, in my opinion, of a world-driven book, but it definitely can fall into the both. It definitely can be driven by both the characters and the world. Oh my gosh, Bailey scared the crap out of me. Say hi to people. Say hi to the people. He has no time for you guys, sorry. But for me, personally, what kept me reading was the world. I liked the characters, but the world really gripped me. And Liz, I know you're going to see this. 1, because I'm going to send it to you. And 2, you love me, and I love you, and I know you support me, and I support you. And oh my gosh, Bailey, what are you doing? Ow, he's scratching me. Back to professional. But anyway, Liz, I don't even know where to start with you and your beautiful ability to create amazing worlds. Like, I had so much fun in this world, and this is only the first book. So I'm really excited to read more. I have the second book. I will get to it soon. But for now, just know that you killed with this book world-wise. Like, I love the world. Anyway, let's talk about these characters. Lucy, I liked her, but I didn't like her. And this is why I say this. I have a habit, and I do this regardless. Whenever I'm reading about a character, I always imagine if me and this character would get along. And the answer is no. Me and Lucy would not get along. Not because I don't like her, but because we're not compatible. My thing is, I've always been a person that if it takes too much energy for me to hang out with you, then I don't want to hang out with you. And Lucy's just one of those people. She's really sweet and really kind, and she's so honest and so do good and do the right thing and take care of everybody and so on and so forth. But there were moments where I was like, girl, you got to think about self-preservation. You got to take care of you. And she just would not. And humanity is in it by nature selfish. We are, we need to protect ourselves. And Lucy must have lost that filter when she was born but again, she's paranormal. But anyway, so it was really interesting how I just really want to slowly tighten my grip around her neck sometimes throughout this book. Not, like I said, it's not that she's a badly written character at all. She's not. She's written very well and very believably. Is that the right word? She's authentic and real. And I really could see someone with her personality in real life. And me personally, I would not get along with that person. Not, like I said, we're not compatible. I wouldn't hate the person. It's just like, oh, we wouldn't be really that. We wouldn't. My type of person, and Liz, you called this, Bianca. Bianca is definitely me in a nutshell. Bianca in this book, I enjoyed her. The few moments that she was here, oh, I loved her. And I said, that's totally something I would say. I would be reading the book and then Bianca would say something and I'm like, brain? That's me. Like, that's something I would say. So Liz, you totally called that. I liked all the different characters in here. I liked Delia. I liked Brooklyn. I liked Nicholas. I liked Keegan. I really enjoyed everybody, to be completely honest. There was no bad seed, pretty much. I really liked Gabriel. And Gabriel, he's your dark, you're brooding, you're standoffish, you're antisocial, you're sarcastic, you're teasing, insulting, typical bad but not really bad guy. And of course, those are the guys that I'm typically drawn to anyway, because I like characters that can keep up with me. And Keegan is a sweetheart. He's another fire starter along with Nicholas and Lucy. But Keegan's too sweet. As Gabriel told Lucy in this book when she was getting her romantic entanglements going on. It was really interesting how everything that Bianca said and that Gabriel thought, I was kind of right on board there. Finley, I liked him too. Finley and Delia. Oh, that was so... Oh, anyway, like I said, this is a spoiler-free review, so I'm going to be quiet. Sheffield was another complex character that I really enjoyed unraveling and learning more about him. And then when Felix got into the picture and you really learned more about Sheffield, I love this book, you guys. Now, what I will say, when you are reading this book, go into it with understanding there is a lot to take in. There's a lot to understand. There's a lot to really learn about. And this is only the first book. This world is humongous. The characters, we're only getting just a brief insight into most of them because we're being introduced to a whole world. I loved that about this book. I love that there's just so much potential for more. And a lot of authors sometimes can have a difficult time spreading out all of the details about their characters and their world evenly throughout their books. Sometimes the first book can be a little top heavy, and this one isn't necessarily top heavy. It's just there's a lot in here, but I think it's right. And I think it's perfect, and it needed to be that way. Now, I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I just loved it. I really, really, really loved it. And it's funny because circus books are not my thing by any means. Like, I don't care about anything circus related. But I read this book because my friend Ethan from One Guy's Guide to Goodreads loves this. Liz wrote this, and I really love Liz. And I was pleasantly surprised. I will read anything once for the most part. I have my limits. But I didn't expect to like this book as much as I did, to be completely honest, because it's a circus setting, and I'm not a fan of circuses. Circuses. I love this book. I loved it. I had a great time reading it. I am going to be reading the second book, like I said, and the third, and however many books are going to be in the series. I just had a lot of fun. The characters were fun. They were real. The drama in this book was great. The mystery in this book was great. I had a great time. The plot progression wasn't too slow. It wasn't too fast. The character development in this book. Gabriel. He's my favorite. He's my favorite. He really, really is. Along with Bianca, you know, because, you know, she's my twin and everything. But yeah, I just had fun. I had a lot of fun with this book. Do you have something to say about this book? Did you like it? You liked it a lot? Yeah. Rain liked the book too. So 4 out of 5 stars for Gifted by Liz Long. Yay! So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you go pick up Liz's books. She is seriously a fantastic person. I love talking to her. I love reading things that she writes. I love supporting her. She's just great, and I'm glad that I finally got around to reading this book because I loved it. So comment down below if you've read this book, if you're interested in reading it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Bye.